Alright, so what's up everyone? We will be beginning shortly. Those of you who were watching last night, I'm sure you were aware that we had some technical difficulties. But I think I got that figured out. Updated the drivers on my graphics processor, and I mainly changed the background. I think that was it. Basically, I was trying to stream a 4K background, but at 1080p 60 FPS, so the lag was going to be inevitable. It's a good thing that you know, we were able to sort this all out. A Nightbot is in the chat. That's new. Oh man, so yeah, you know, there should be no errors this time. Let's give a few people some time to catch up. You know, I look tired because I've only been awake for like maybe, I don't know, like an hour now, I guess, or no, a little bit longer than that. Probably like an hour and a half, but either way, y'all will be seeing my face. You will be seeing my face. I was gonna open by singing like The Weeknd, so I'll just go ahead and jump right into that. Said I'm just in love. Don't let me make you fall in love. Don't let me make you fall in love with it. You like me, like me. Ha. Yeah. Oh man, you're crazy, Sir Hunts. What is wrong with you? All right, let's see. How many people do we have jamming with us right now? Let's see. It's early in the morning, but not really. I guess for a Saturday, because what the fuck is going on? There we go. Oh, damn it. Why did I do that? That was stupid. Okay, just give me a second here. I just X'd out one of the windows I was gonna have up. Not quite sure why. Probably because I'm a noob. Alright. Let's see. Oh, there are 17 people watching right now. I guess a whole lot of y'all are gonna be failing that Noti Squad test. Random noob, you have been banned. Yeah, I don't know. What is up, everybody in the chat right now? Is that the actual Nightbot? Because I thought I made Nightbot a mod, but then I like disabled him. So, oh, it's just someone who made a Nightbot account. Cool beans. Edard Stark says, "You think I'm gonna come back to life? Probably not. You're missing a head." The chances of you coming back to life are 0 to none. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and start. We don't have a very big audience this morning, but hopefully some people will go back and rewatch. What's up? Welcome. Let's get some questions going. Hopefully, before we even get some questions going, I'm going to make sure, you know, I'll talk for like what, maybe 3 more seconds, and then I'll be making sure that everything is proper, because if it isn't, then that sucks, and I probably won't live stream for like another week. Alright. Let's see. Going on YouTube on my phone. It took me a while. I was like 15 minutes into the stream before I realized it was fucking up. But yeah, let's not have that happen. My phone's being slow. Alright. Everything seems to be going fine. I'm gonna turn the volume down on the fireplace though. I don't know why. I don't know. The crackling may get a bit annoying. Let's turn it down to like minus 45 decibels. So it's like, no, because then that will just sound like my mic is fluttering. I'm just gonna turn it all the way up. All right, cool. There's that. Oh shit, we got a super chat. Let's see, we got a super chat from Justin Duvall. Thank you, sir. He says, "Hello, Sir Hunts. How are you? Love your channel." I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, Justin? Thank you for that super chat. If he has a channel, make sure you guys go subscribe to him. All right. Let's see. I thought I saw a question way back here. So you got the one from Ned Stark, and there was another one. Are we supposed to die today? What? I hope not. Unless there's some kind of like thing that I'm unaware of, I hope not. Someone said your voice is great. A lot of people tell me I sound like Aziz Ansari. Like, that's probably the most common fucking comment that I get. I don't know why. I don't think I sound like Aziz Ansari. Like, I've seen him before. I watched Community, and I watched a few episodes of what is that shit called? Something of None, Master of None. But I don't think I sound anything like that dude. So I don't know. I don't know. All right. So some Game of Thrones questions. See if there are any of those. You want to leave, kitten? I'll let you out, bro. Don't sweat off my back. It's funny, he's got like 3 different types of meow. One of them is the I'm hungry meow, which is like desperate, and it always makes me think there's something wrong with him. And then the other one is just like a cute little meow, and that usually means he wants to get the hell out of the room. Okay. Combine your singing with your skateboard videos, and you got it going on. that'd be interesting if I just like rode on my skateboard while holding a camera, and then I started singing. I probably would fall. That would be hilarious. All right. QnA, where do you think the Night King will attack first now the wall is down? Probably the Last Hearth. Any of those kingdoms that are north of Winterfell are likely gonna be getting it. For sure. QnA, will we White Harbor in Season 8? Will we get to see White Harbor? Probably not. You're talking about, the Manderleys? I mean, there's a chance, but I feel like if we're going to see any of the northern kingdoms other than Winterfell, it's going to be the Last Hearth. And the Carhold, is it? I can't remember the name of the Karstark's kingdom. But either way, those are probably going to be the only 2 northern kingdoms other than Winterfell that we see, because, the Night King is going to be attacking all of those first. I'd like to see him attack one of those northern kingdoms in the first episode, so that way when he hits Winterfell, it's like, oh, we see it coming. If there weren't very many people showing up, which is kind of like what's happening right now, I was just gonna look on the Free Folk subreddit, because those are always fun. I'll just change the thumbnail of the video afterwards. Do you think Sam is the narrator of the story? I did a theory video on that last year. Yeah, there's definitely a chance, especially with Bran giving him that line where he's like, just telling him about Jon and shit like that. It's almost like he could kind of see. I feel like if Bran knows who's gonna survive in the end, he needs to tell them. Or maybe he doesn't, because maybe then they'll get too cocky and they just go and do dumb shit because they know they won't die. I don't know. There's always a chance of it, but I'll have to refer you to my video. You've probably seen it, because I know you've been around for a while. QnA, how far south will the Night King get? Hopefully all the way to King's Landing. I would love to see them fighting him in the south somewhere. Like, of course it'll be winter, but I would like to see him. Yeah. Justin Duvall says, I'm in the bathroom at work watching you. Fuck a job. You're watching me in the bathroom? That's weird. That's funny. That's what I do when I'm at work, though. And some of my favorite YouTubers are streaming. I watch them at work. Not in the bathroom, but I'll just like turn it on and put it on in the background so I can listen to it. QnA, what is your favorite theory? Doesn't have to be the most realistic. Shit, there's a lot. My favorite one. That's gonna be hard to pick. Probably the theory that Arya is secretly the waif. I don't believe it at all, but it's funny. Some people still do believe that. Sir Hans, have you ever watched Outlander? No, I have not. I've heard about that, though. Isn't that the show that Edmure Tully is a part of? QnA, why is the Night King trying to conquer a land he failed to conquer 8,000 years ago? It's probably a new Night King. I do believe they pass on their powers, like, through... Because, you know, he can't procreate. He's a dead being, so... the reproductiveness isn't there, so I think he has to procure his heir in other ways, and one of those ways is by transferring his essence or his energy to another being. So this Night King we're seeing walking around right now could be like the second, maybe third incarnation of the Night King. So it's almost like he picks up where he left off. A lot of people like to think that it's the climate and everything right now in Westeros with the dragons coming back. It's like the perfect time for him to try and make a long night 2.0. Death to Lyanna Mormont. Really? That's random. QnA, Sansa or Arya? Sansa or Arya what? Just depends on what you're saying. Most likely I'm gonna pick Arya. I was pissed off at her this last season, but, you know, I'll probably pick her. QnA, how far south do you think the night... I already answered that. What's your take on what happens when Jaime gets to Winterfell? I'm going to have to refer you to a video. I know it sounds like stupid, but anytime one of you guys ask me a question about something that I've done a video on, especially that one, I've literally done, I think it's like a 13-minute video on my thoughts on what will happen when Jaime rides north and heads for House Stark. Or heads north and rides for House Stark. That should actually be linked down below in the description. If not, it was the second video I did after the season finale. I think it is. It should be. Of course it's not. Damn it. Okay, well the video is called Will Jaime Ride for House Stark? It's one of my more recent ones. The Night King can freeze water to make the blizzards, etc., but can't freeze a pond to walk over. Yeah, see, that's what I had actually mentioned that, and I think it was in a live stream or in a video. It doesn't make sense of why he didn't just immediately refreeze the lake after it started cracking. We've seen him manipulate ice on the ground before, so it would have been, you know, not a far stretch for him to go and refreeze the lake. The whole point was for him to get a dragon. So I think he planned that entire thing. He knew that if he waited long enough, eventually Daenerys would show up with his new dragon. QnA, are the next season leaks accurate? Because honestly, that's unfair. Why are people ruining it already? They are most likely not. The scripts hadn't even been finished yet. But I do have 3 videos that I've done going through those. 2 of them are with another YouTuber. And then another one is one that I just did by myself. You know, go and check those videos out. We go, in the first 2 videos, I go like super in depth and we like break down each little paragraph from the episode 1 and the episode 2 leaks, and then the episode 3 one I kind of just read through it and then gave my thoughts on each paragraph. So it's not as in depth as the other two, but check those out. Justin Duvall said, Sir Hans, I'm about to go eat a taco shell full of guacamole. See you later. Peace out, bro. Later, man. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll take a hard shell taco from Chipotle, take some of the steak that I just made, put that on there, add some cheese. I might put a little bit of guacamole, but usually I'll just put some of that hot salsa up there and then chow down. It's pretty fucking delicious. I always grab the taco shells right after we fry them, too. QnA, will the ice dragon kill another dragon? I hope not, but if he does, I kind of hope that it's Rhaegal and not Drogon. I think Daenerys needs both dragons to fight the Night King and Viserion. Reason being is because they both enhance each other's powers. So you're not fighting a normal Night King and you're not fighting a normal Viserion. You're fighting like over 9,000 Viserion and over 9,000 Night King. We're holding strong at like 40 people watching right now, so this probably isn't going to be very long. With 30,000 subscribers, somehow only 40 of you have your notifications turned on, which I don't blame you. It's kind of like spur of the moment. But yeah, all right, so let's see some more questions. Not seeing any more questions. I might switch over and just start looking on the Free Folk subreddit. If the Night King is a greenseer, once he greensaw Dany heading towards the wall, why did he leave Jon and them alive? Dany had no idea. Hang on, I don't understand that question. Hang on. I don't know. That's too much. That's too much to really give. I didn't even think about that. I honestly thought of why the hell he didn't just kill Jon to begin with. I mean, he probably thought that since he had so many numbers, it wouldn't matter. You know, he knew that it was going to go down once Dany got there anyway. So he probably was just cocky and was like, you know, I don't even question third tier characters. I guess the Night King can be considered a main tier character, but he hasn't really had any lines of dialogue. But I don't really, you know, try to analyze characters' motivations too much, because especially going into, you know, after season 7 and then going into season 8, it's almost, it'll do nothing but raise more questions and then make you mad at some of the plot holes that are left in the series. So yeah, I'm not really sure why. I don't even know why the fuck he didn't just refreeze the lake and go and kill Jon right then and there, other than the fact that he wanted a dragon. QnA, do you think we will see Melisandre in the Red Temple this season? Most likely. We're definitely going to see Melisandre over in Volantis. She was only in 2 episodes last season, in season 7. Not even 2 episodes. She was only at the very end of 1. And then, like, she had the scene where she told Daenerys that she's the princess who was promised and Jon is the prince who was promised. The prophecy goes both ways. Or, I guess Melisandre said that. Missandei, whatever. And then she had that conversation with Varys and then she left. So yeah, we will definitely be getting more of Mel. I think they pretty much cut her out of season 7 because she was pregnant. And maybe, you know, she wanted to spend time with her baby. Are Arya and the Hound going to travel to King's Landing to take care of some business? I don't know. I feel like, especially since the Hound has officially been north of the Wall, I don't think he's going to focus on Southern affairs anymore. I think he's going to pretty much remain in the North unless he dies fighting the Night King in the South. But I think he may do the opposite of that. I think Arya may want to do that, and he may be the one that stops her. Like, he pulls her back. Like, look, dude, there's more important things. Revenge can wait. It's not going to get you. It's not going to make you feel any better other than in the moment of you committing the act of revenge. After that, you pretty much feel the same. So I think he's going to let her know about that, and maybe he can stop her. Honestly, out of all the people that Arya would listen to, probably she may even listen to Sandor more than Jon Snow. Now I know, you know, she's got a really good relationship with Jon in the books. They haven't seen each other at all in the show since season 1, but you know, the relationship is obviously still going to be there. But I feel like she would listen to Sandor a little bit more because she knows what Sandor's done, and Sandor kind of knows what she's done, and he's the one that started to lead her down. Well, I guess she led herself down that dark path, but he definitely like showed her, you know, some of the more savage ways in Westeros. So I feel like Sandor may have more of like a not necessarily a father figure, but more of like, yeah, I'll tell Arya to do something, she may listen to me. And I know that was kind of jumbled. I think that's because I didn't finish my cup of coffee. QnA, do you think the season 8 ending will be more bitter or more sweet? I don't know. I think it'll be cut right down the middle, and it's gonna, the audience is gonna be split because you're gonna have people that are happy that it ended, you know, with like almost everyone dying, and that's why they're gonna like it. And then you're gonna have people that hated it because everyone ended, but then they also liked it because certain characters lived. So we're gonna be completely split. I think, you know, with me, my whole thing is if Daenerys and the dragons die, I'm probably gonna be like, yo, that ending was way more bitter than it was sweet. Like, yeah, Jon got to live, or yeah, Dany and Jon's kid got to live, but Dany died. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It just depends. I think once it happens, you know, the audience will be split. That's definitely a fair assumption, in my opinion. QnA, some more Sweet Robin in season 8. He still hasn't made the little man fly. You're talking about when he wanted to execute Tyrion. He wanted to push him through the moon door. I don't know. I don't think there's any time left for that character, unless it's having him show up with more Knights of the Vale troops, or maybe he's going to stay in Winterfell. Although I feel like the Army of the Vale and anyone who's in the Vale would be like the best chance against the Night King. It only would make sense. It only would make sense. I think the two best castles in the south to hold or to mount a strong defense against the Night King. Actually, I'm going to do 3. Reason being is because the third one is kind of like a hit or miss. But I'd say Casterly Rock, because, you know, you can't even really take that with dragons. And then also the Vale, because it's built into the side of a fucking mountain, or on top of a mountain rather, and no one's ever breached the Bloody Gate in, what is it, like the several hundred years, or, you know, multiple centuries that it's been there. It's never fallen. The Bloody Gate always stands. And then also, and this one's kind of like the what if, or sort of type of thing, if the Night King and his army can't actually swim, well, then the Iron Islands may be the best place to mount a solid defense. The only thing with that is you would have to get rid of Euron first. QnA, does Mira have Dark Sister? Oh, that video is actually linked down below in the description. I think she did, but when she was in Winterfell with Bran, they didn't mention it at all, and I felt like that would have been the perfect time to do it. Arya ended up getting a weapon from Bran, but what I imagined happening was, I knew Mira was going to get sent away. That's exactly what happened. She didn't even get sent away. She decided she was going to leave. And then Bran was like, you're right, you know, I don't need you anymore. But that opportunity, she could have been like, okay, I'm leaving. This is a Valyrian steel sword, I think. You should have it, because I'm going to be, you know, in Greywater Watch. And last I heard, there were no White Walkers down there, so I don't need this. Here you go. And then I thought Bran was going to be like, all right, let me give it to my sister, my dark sister, Arya. So I don't know, but I'll refer you to that video. The video I made, I think it was like maybe the second episode of season 7, or right before season 7 started. But either way, I thought she did have it. I compared the known images of Dark Sister to the blade that she had on her hip in like some promotional images we got of episode 1, and they kind of look similar. Not really, but kind of. Depends on how desperate you want to look at it. Any questions? Boris says, why can't I make super chat? I'm not sure. It's like the little, there's like an emoji symbol. It's like a smiley face, and then to the right of that is like a little dollar thing icon. You should just be able to click on that, even if you're on your phone. Q&A, will Sam's sister inherit Hornhill, or is the show just sexist? Well, Sam doesn't have a sister in the show. I think Sam would inherit Hornhill. A lot of people were saying that the Tullys have gotten... Sorry, the Tarlys have gotten wiped off the map because Dickon and Randall were killed. But no, Sam is still a Tarly. And I don't really see him upholding his Night's Watch vows. Like, I don't even really consider him a member of the Night's Watch. I call him a roaming maester. You know, people were like, oh, he's still a Night's Watchman, and he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. Well, he's been breaking his vows ever since he allowed a woman to, well, I guess it wouldn't be breaking his vows then, but he has slept with Gilly. So he's not one to shy away from oath breaking. I'm pretty sure at the end of the episode, if Sam is still alive, or at the end of the series rather, if Sam is still alive, he will most likely be Lord of Hornhill. I mean, I would like to see him as a maester at the Night's Watch, but I think that would be kind of stupid because he has a wife and a child now. So he kind of has to focus on them. You can't really be a maester at the Wall unless they change all the rules. I don't know. They might break all the rules and, you know, restructure their society. And if that's the case, well then maybe. He does? Nuh-uh. Oh, man. I'm trying to... I thought up to that first meeting. Okay, so his sister's the one who offers the dresses? Yeah, because she's asking, like, what color she would want. Okay. I'm a fucking idiot. You caught me. Caught me. I'm just double checking, though. Tarly. Oh, man. Yep, there she is. Good shit. Good shit. Sir motherfucking Hunts. Fucking up. Oh, man. Okay, so she was in the show for like 30 seconds. But yeah, anyway. I don't think she's going to inherit Hornhill at all. I don't even think she'll be brought up. Let's see. Do you think Braavos and Slaver's Bay are pretty much done with and won't be shown next season? Or do you think there'll be a small Daario story arc? I definitely think Daario is going to be brought back into the picture. I had mentioned before Season 7 started that I thought he might have been a stowaway on one of Dany's ships. With Daenerys mentioning that they're going to Essos to get the Golden Company, it's perfect to bring him back into the fray. You know, according to the Season 8 leaks, spoiler alert, if you even want to call it that, but the scripts weren't finished when these damn things came out. But anyway, according to that, Daario is going to show up with the Golden Company. I mean, that's kind of like the direction we could see the show was taking it. I'd like to think that his character didn't just fade off into the abyss for like the last season, because he was a part of the show for several seasons. And I definitely think it could be argued that he was a main character during those seasons. So I'd like to see his what you call it? His story arc come to fruition, like have an actual ending to it. QnA, are you looking for something to read while waiting for the Winds of Winter? Check out The Dragon and The George by Gordon R. Dickinson. He has definite parallel to A Song of Ice and Fire. I'll check that out. Usually in this, you know, since the show's only been off for a month, I've actually been rewatching the episode. And if I do read, it's Lord of the Rings. That's what I do. I go back to those books. QnA, make a prediction. How many episodes will Cersei Lannister? It's actually pronounced Cersei, but yeah. Last next season. I think she's gonna make it to the very end. I think she may be one of the last people alive. I would personally like to see that, just because that's part of the bitter ending. But the sweet part may be that they give her a character arc where we start to feel for her again, which they can do. They can do that within 2 episodes. That's one of that's been one of the show's strong points. Is like they know how to arc a character to literally make you like fall in love with it. Like you'll hate the character one episode and then you'll be like, holy shit, this is like my new favorite character. Perfect example, Jaime Lannister. Another perfect example, Alfie Allen / Theon. Even Ramsay had a few redeeming qualities in the beginning. Not really, but just a few. And then you pretty much hate him the rest of the series. QnA, how many whites / White Walkers will Longclaw kill in season 8? You actually said F in the A season 8. I like that. I don't know. There's only like 9 of them. So if there's 9 total, maybe like 2 or 3. Jon killed. How many did Jon kill this season? What is it? I think he only killed 2 this season. Maybe only 1. QnA, will Brienne sacrifice herself for one of the Stark girls? Or for someone she loves? I could see her sacrificing herself for Sansa. Maybe for Arya. Arya is not the one who needs someone to sacrifice themselves for. Then, if anything, Arya would save Brienne. So I can see her sacrificing herself for Sansa. And then I would also I don't really know. I mean, I was gonna say I could see her sacrificing herself for Jaime. I could see her trying to save Jaime, and then Jaime ends up saving her or something, because that would be like a good ending for Jaime. He dies trying to save Brienne, or he dies trying to kill Cersei. One of the two. QnA. If Jon Snow tells everyone about his parents and Sansa marries, doesn't it mean the male line of Stark is gone? Well, technically you still have Bran, but I feel like if Sansa did marry, maybe it would be, if Sansa marries, I would like to see her marry Tyrion. But I feel like Sansa would keep her last name. I know that that's not really precedented in Song of Ice and Fire, but I feel like Sansa would keep that last name just because she knows there would be no Starks. But really, if Jon like refuses to believe that he's a Targaryen, his kids would have Stark last name. But I don't know. I mean, that just depends on how he's going to take it. I don't think he's going to believe it at first. I think he's going to definitely question that. They'll need some more proof than Bran saying, "Hey, I saw this." Obviously, Sam has the proof of that scroll that the Maester's notes or whatever, proving that they had a marriage annulled and that they got married. But I don't know if that, Jon would immediately go to, oh, they must be my parents. They definitely think it'll make him start to question everything. Which Lannister will live to pass on the name, Jaime or Tyrion? I don't know. I'd say Tyrion to be safe, because we know he's like literally the main character in both books and TV show. He's got the most like POV chapters, and he's also got the most connections in Westeros. So it would kind of suck if he died. And then Jaime's missing a hand. Tyrion's also very little. He's not known to be a good fighter. But then again, neither is Jaime. Jaime also does dumb shit like charge a dragon with the spear. So I don't know. I'd say Jaime. But then there's also a good chance of Tyrion. I feel like Jaime has more of a chance in dying than Tyrion, because Jaime's going to be on the battlefield, probably commanding Daenerys and Jon's army. Joe Swag said, what, Ramsay? I guess we kind of understood his plight when Roose explained how I raped your mother. Yeah, that's exactly what I was referring to. It's like moments like that. Or when he does all the great shit and Roose is still telling him, like, yeah, but you still fucked up. You might have won against Stannis' army, but you lost the heir to Winterfell. So it's like, I didn't want him to obviously defeat Stannis' army, but the fact that he did, you would expect him to get a little bit of like congratulations or appreciation from his father, and he didn't. And that's one of those moments where you kind of feel for his character. All right, so we've been rocking for like 34 minutes right now. I think that's a pretty good Q&A. I do plan on doing live streams in the future. In the future, being like sometime next week maybe, I will give everyone a full 24 hours notice. So hopefully we can get some more people banging with us. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. My name's Mark, and if you would like to enter the contest for once we hit 30K subscribers here, all you have to do is like this video, and then hop on Twitter and follow me. Once again, my name's Mark, and this has been Sir Hunts reviews. Thanks all of y'all for joining.